Medical schools and teaching hospitals pioneer discoveries through research and innovations that transform healthcare. They make a difference. The advances and innovations that come from this research save lives and improve the quality of life for millions of patients. And because of that, we're going to have a conversation today about the state of scientific research as we confront the COVID epidemic. And to join me today, I'm Ross McKinney. I have Rebekah Corlew and Tika Benveniste, who will be talking and discussing this series of questions.
So Ross, I think one of certainly the biggest challenges of COVID-19 has been the complete shutdown of research labs for a good 2 to 3 months. And now as we have started to reopen labs, we are functioning at about 50 to 60% capacity due to social distancing issues, as well as needing to work into shifts. And so this, of course, is slowing down the pace of biomedical research.
What we're hearing is that people are doing science in a new way, new ways of research, new communities, and new processes of doing research.
I think scientists are also learning to function more effectively. Just because there are actually fewer hours that people are spending in the active lab environment, they're really needing to prioritize their experiments and be much more efficient with their time, which is certainly not a bad thing.
I would add that people are continually saying we're all in the same storm, we're not all in the same boat. There's definitely disparity in who's being affected most. So young women with young children, and people that have caregiving responsibilities, people that are in particularly hard-hit communities are feeling a greater weight.
Are we going to be able to maintain our efforts to try and build a more diverse research community? Because when you're not hiring, it's going to be really hard to figure out how to bring along people who we've finally gotten the pool of PhDs to be more diverse.
This has been a historic issue, particularly with our underrepresented minorities in faculty positions. We're having issues of students in training seeing mentors that look like them and really can empathize with their particular backgrounds and upbringing. And that's where we really need to have a lot of investment and energy put towards.
Diversity adds people with different talents and life experiences and approaches to the problem, so that ultimately that will move us toward radical advances in biomedical and clinical discoveries.
So it's an intrinsic good, and it's also valuable because of the insights that it provides to the science. And by having diversity in our faculty core and in our leadership, we're providing modeling that gives people the sense that they should have opportunities.
We have a lot of evidence that diverse teams are more creative, productive, and ultimately have a bigger impact with their research than non-diverse teams.
I think that desire to do science, the joy that it brings and the difference it makes in people's lives is going to bring us back to the laboratory, back to science. And we're building ways to solidify that financially and with career models that make sense for people.
I do think one of the silver linings of COVID-19 is I think the lay public has gotten very interested in science, and scientists are being held in much higher regard than ever before. And I really hope that will be inspiring to the next generation.
I particularly hope it's inspiring to a diverse population. I mean, that it should appeal to women, to minorities, to a broad population to say, science is cool.